Kid Cudi just stood up in court and told a story that left everyone frozen. He said Diddy broke into his house, blew up his car, and even hurt his dog, just because of jealousy. Then he said something so creepy, the whole room went silent. If what Cudi said is true, Diddy's whole world might come crashing down. Sean Diddy Combs currently faces federal charges of sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution, which he has strictly denied. The trial centers around a pattern of alleged intimidation and control, with Kid Cudi's testimony providing crucial evidence of these systematic tactics. The explosive testimony stems from events in 2011 when Kid Cudi briefly dated Cassie Ventura, while she and Combs were experiencing relationship difficulties. According to court documents, Ventura and Combs dated until 2018, but during their relationship's rocky periods, she had an on-and-off romantic involvement with Cudi. Kid Cudi testified that he took Cassie to a hotel specifically to distance her from Diddy's influence. However, this protective gesture allegedly triggered a series of retaliatory actions that would escalate into criminal behavior. Shortly after securing Cassie's safety, Cudi received an alarming phone call from a friend reporting that Diddy and others had broken into his Los Angeles home without permission. The situation became more menacing when Cudi received a direct phone call from Diddy himself. According to Cudi's testimony, the Bad Boy Records founder delivered a chilling message: "I'm over here waiting for you." This statement demonstrated premeditation and a direct threat, as Diddy was allegedly already inside Cudi's residence when he made the call. When Cudi returned to his home, he discovered a scene of deliberate violation and intimidation. His security cameras had been systematically disabled, preventing any recording of the intruder's activities. The perpetrators had gone through his personal belongings with calculated malice, even opening Christmas presents that were intended for his family members. The most disturbing aspect of the home invasion involved Cudi's dog. The animal had been injured during the break-in and was found locked in a bathroom. Cudi testified that his dog suffered lasting psychological trauma from the incident, becoming jittery and on edge following the attack. This detail particularly resonated in the courtroom as it demonstrated the extent of cruelty involved in the alleged intimidation campaign. Cudi described his emotional state following the discovery, stating, "I wanted to confront him. I wanted to fight him." The rapper also filed a police report regarding the incident, creating an official record of these allegations that prosecutors presented as evidence during the trial. The intimidation campaign allegedly escalated in 2012 when Cudi's Porsche 911 was destroyed by what police reports describe as an incendiary device. This incident, confirmed by Kid Cudi to the New York Times in 2023, involved a sophisticated attack using a Molotov cocktail specifically designed to cause maximum damage. On the day of the car bombing, Cudi received a frantic phone call from his dog sitter reporting that his vehicle was on fire. While traveling back to his residence, he received photographic evidence of the destruction from a friend, allowing him to witness the devastation before arriving on scene. The methodology of the attack revealed careful planning and execution. Cudi testified that the top of my Porsche was cut open, and that's where they inserted the Molotov cocktail. This specific detail indicates that the perpetrators used tools to create an access point for the explosive device, ensuring maximum destruction of the vehicle. By the time Cudi arrived home, his Porsche was completely beyond repair. The attack represented not just property destruction, but a clear message of escalating consequences for those who cross Diddy's perceived boundaries. Police reports from 2012, obtained by Rolling Stone, officially documented the use of an incendiary device in the attack. Following the car bombing, Cudi directly confronted Diddy during a meeting at the Soho House in Los Angeles with Cassie Ventura present. During this confrontation, Cudi asked, "What are we gonna do about my car?" Diddy's response demonstrated calculated denial, as he reportedly answered, "I don't know what you're talking about." Cudi's testimony included his assessment of Diddy's truthfulness during this conversation. He stated that he believed the music mogul was lying when making this denial. This opinion testimony has become a point of legal contention, with Combs' defense team arguing that witnesses cannot generally testify about their opinions regarding whether declarants are lying. Years later, according to Cudi's testimony, the two men encountered each other again at the same Soho House location. During this subsequent meeting, Combs reportedly attempted reconciliation, telling Cudi that he wanted to apologize for everything. Cudi testified that he found peace with what had happened following this alleged apology. The legal implications of Cudi's testimony extend beyond the specific incidents described. Combs' defense team has filed motions asking for the testimony to be struck from the record, claiming it constitutes mere speculation and poses significant dangers of unfair prejudice against their client. The defense argues that Ms. Cudi's testimony about Combs' alleged involvement had minimal probative value, while creating substantial prejudicial impact. They specifically object to his speculation about whether Combs was lying, particularly since this touches on an ultimate issue as to which he was the alleged victim, whether Combs was guilty of arson, one of the charged racketeering acts. Prosecutor Emily Johnson presented visual evidence during Cudi's testimony, including photographs of the damaged Porsche that were shown to the jury. These images provide concrete documentation of the destruction described in Cudi's testimony, supporting the prosecution's case about systematic intimidation tactics. The testimony fits into a broader pattern of alleged witness intimidation that prosecutors are establishing throughout the trial. Cassie Ventura previously testified that Combs became jealous after discovering her relationship with Cudi and allegedly threatened to have Ms. Cudi's car blown up, providing corroborating testimony about the threats that preceded the actual attack. Kid Cudi's decision to testify has created significant division within the hip-hop community. Kanye West, who has previously collaborated with Cudi on tracks like Erase Me, publicly criticized his former protege's decision to cooperate with federal prosecutors. On X, West wrote, "I wish Cudi hadn't testified against Puff." West's criticism extended beyond personal disappointment, incorporating broader commentary about the justice system. He added, "We need to not be locked in white systems, praying for Puff and his family." This statement reflects ongoing tensions within hip-hop culture regarding cooperation with law enforcement and federal authorities. Young Thug also attacked Cudi's decision to testify, calling him a rat in social media posts. Young Thug wrote, "Damn Cudi a rat lol." This criticism carries additional weight given that Young Thug's attorney from his RICO case, Brian Steele, is also part of Diddy's extensive legal defense team, creating potential conflicts of interest in the community's response. Following his courtroom appearance, Kid Cudi addressed the situation through social media, thanking his supporters while acknowledging the difficulty of his position. He described testifying as a stressful situation and expressed gratitude for fan support during this challenging period. Notably, Cudi has not directly responded to the criticism from West, Young Thug, or other hip-hop figures who have questioned his decision to cooperate with federal prosecutors. The Los Angeles Fire Department confirmed to People that they no longer have responsive records from 2012 regarding the alleged car explosion, as these documents have passed their retention period. However, the existence of police reports and Kid Cudi's previous confirmations to major news outlets provide documentary evidence supporting his testimony. This testimony represents a crucial moment in a federal trial that could reshape power structures within the music industry. The charges against Combs carry serious consequences, with sex trafficking and racketeering convictions potentially resulting in decades of imprisonment. As the trial continues, additional witnesses and evidence will determine whether the prosecution can establish the systematic pattern of intimidation and control they allege characterize Combs' business operations.